Hello children, welcome to your channel Sharda Educare, and today we will be beginning with part 3 of our problem set 03. Children, in this video we will be solving the remaining sums and we are going to solve each and every sum. Children, you need to pay attention and you need to learn by revising and rewinding the videos. So let us begin with the 8th sum. You can see here one figure. There are two circles which are internally touching each other at point Z. The large circle has the center Y. Large circle center is Y and smaller circle center is X. Smaller circle center is X. You can see here there is a chord BZ. Chord BZ is the chord of large circle and chord AZ is the chord of smaller circle. This is what is given in this question. So what we need to solve? We need to prove here. What we need to prove? We need to prove that BY is parallel to AX. BY is parallel to AX. Children, you all know for proving any two line parallel, the properties you have learned in 9th standard, and those properties are interior angle should be equal to, sum of interior angle should be equal to 180 degree. Then alternate angle should be equal. Then corresponding angle should be equal. These are the properties which I can name and you can revise from 9th class, that these are the things which are required for the lines to be parallel. What I said, corresponding angle should be equal. Alternate angle should be equal. Prior to this sum, 7th sum we have done, in that we have proved alternate angle equal and then we proved that the lines are equal, the lines are parallel. Alternate angle should be equal. Then interior angle test, that is sum of the two angles should be equal to 180, then the lines are parallel. So these are the three properties by which you can prove the lines parallel. Now children, let us see what we can use here, which property we can use here to prove these two lines parallel. Let us start. So here you can see children, BZ is the chord of large circle. BZ is chord of larger circle. Larger circle with center Y. Okay, given it is. It is given. And AZ. So if BZ is the chord of larger circle, then why not we should join it first. If I join it, what will happen? I'll get ZY. So BY is equal to ZY. See, Y is the center of large circle, B is the point on the circle, Z is also the point on the circle. So children, we come to know that BY is equal to BZ, and reason is radii of large circle. Yes, they are the radii of larger circle. Now if BY is equal to YZ, these two lines are equal. What about these base angles? They will be equal. See, like this I am drawing the triangle outside here. If this line is equal to this line, what about the base angle? The base angle will be equal. If two sides of triangles are equal, then that triangle is known as isosceles triangle, and in an isosceles triangle the base angles are equal since the lines are equal. So I can say angle this equal to angle this, because this line is equal to this line. Clear? So this angle is going to be equal to this angle. So I can write here angle. How to name angle B? I can start from Y or I can start from Z. To name angle B, let me start from Y. Y, B, Z. But that is angle B. Y, B, Z is equal to. This B is equal to Z, na? So how do I start? I start from either B or either from Y. But it will be angle Z only. B, Z, Y. Angle B, Z, Y. The one which comes in the middle, that is the angle. Isosceles triangle. Angle. Angles of isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle angles. First point. Second point. If two angles are equal, okay, we proved two angles are equal. Let me label it as first. Now look in this triangle, see, AZ is the chord. Third point, AZ is chord of smaller circle. Smaller circle given, and why it's a chord? Because A is the point on the small circle, let me write it here, and Z is the point on the smaller as well as on the larger circle, because Z is the common point for both the circle. So AZ is the chord of the smaller circle given. X is the center, children, of small circle. So what about AX? AX is radius. And what about XZ? XZ is also radius. So we can write here AX is equal to ZX. Reason? Radii of smaller circle. Now if the radii are equal, what can I tell about these angles? They are going to be equal, isosceles triangle. So I can say here in fourth point, angle A, this angle is equal to angle Z. Now how to name angle A? XAZ. Angle XAZ is equal to AZX. Angle AZX, isosceles triangle. Okay, or angles of isosceles triangle, they are equal. Here A angle and Z angle. This is a statement 2, children. Let me write it here so it is clearly visible for you. Statement 1 and this is statement 2. Now look at this. Angle YBZ is equal to BZY. And angle XAZ is equal to AZX. So here see, this angle is same. Why this angle is same? AZX, BZY is nothing but same angle. So I can say YBZ is equal to XAZ. Angle YBZ equal to angle XAZ. See, angle YBZ equal to XAZ. From where did I get? I got it from first and second. But these two angles are which kind of angle? These two angles are corresponding angles. See, this line is, this is the line BY, if I draw, and this is the line AX, and if this is the, yes, Y, then this angle is equal to this angle. These two are corresponding angle. These are corresponding angle. So but they are corresponding angle, and therefore line AX is parallel to line BY. Hence proved. Hence proved, children. You can pause and you can solve the sum. Now children, question number 9th, what does it say? There is a circle, children, and circle is with center O. There is a tangent drawn to this circle, and that tangent is L, touching the circle at point P. These are the things which are given, children. Then there is a chord which is RS, and when you join OP, it cuts the chord at point Q in such a way that OQ is equal to QP. This is given, that chord RS cuts OP at point P, in such a way that OQ is equal to QP. Children, we need to find out radius of the circle. We need to find out radius of the circle. OP is the radius, children, and we need to find out OP. So how can we do? And also it is given RS is 12 centimeter. RS is 12. It is given. Fine. So what can we do? Let us construct. See children, only RS is given and we need to find out the radius. So we have to look at the figure. What can we do? We can assume, if I go for this triangle and assume it as X, clear? Then this we don't know. If this is X, then we can say this is also going to be X, because OQ is equal to QP. So what is total? Total become 2X. Now in this triangle, children, as RS is given, I can find RQ. I have X and I also know RO. So I can use Pythagoras theorem. But Pythagoras I can use only when it is 90 degree and it is not mentioned. Something more is given in this. It is given that RS is parallel to, let me take this point T, TP or the tangent L. Okay, it is given that. So if RS is parallel to this, L is the tangent. Let us begin. See, L is the tangent, OP is the radius. So what angle this will be? This will be 90 degree. And this line is parallel to this line. And if OP is the transversal or QP is the transversal, this angle plus this angle will be 180 degree. Interior angle between the two parallel lines are 180 degree. So what would happen? I would get this as 90 degree. See, if this is 90, this is 90, this also would be 90. Then in this triangle, I can use Pythagoras theorem and I can find out the radius. So let us begin, children. It is first point, RS is parallel to L and reason is given. RS is also, TP is a tangent. TP is tangent. This is also given. OP is radius because O is the center and P is point on, P point is on circle. See, since point P is on the circle, O is the center, therefore OP is a radius. Clear? Now, I can say angle OPT is equal to 90 degree, tangent theorem. Yes. Now we know RS is parallel to L. RS is parallel to L. Therefore RQP, angle RQP is equal to 90 degree. Interior angle test. Now how it is interior angle test, children? See, if this line is parallel to this line, this plus this is 180. So if this is 90, for this to be 180, how much it should be? 90. And if this is 90, this angle also would be 90. So we can say RQ is perpendicular to OQ. RQP is 90 degree interior angle test. Therefore, RQ is perpendicular to OQ. And therefore, OQR, angle OQR is equal to 90 degree. Angle OQR is 90 degree. Now you know, children, I have assumed, okay, let me write here, or assume, let OQ is equal to QP be X. OQ is equal to QP is given. Okay, this point is given. Now OQ is equal to QP, let OQ equal to QP be X. So this is X, this is X. So what about the radius? Therefore OR is equal to 2x. Children, X plus X will be 2x because OR is radius. OR is radius, children. See, this is X, this is X. Total will be 2x. And what is OP? OP is a radius. And what is OR? OR is also radius. Therefore, OR is 2x. Now, in triangle, I will take. In triangle OQR by Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem that we have proved as 90 degree. OQR we proved 90 degree. Why OQR is 90 degree? Because RQ is perpendicular to OQ. And why RQ is perpendicular to OQ? Because this is 90, this plus this is 90, interior angle test. So now see, RO is a hypotenuse. So RO square is equal to RQ square plus OQ square. RO is 2x the whole square. RQ is, we need to find out, plus OQ is x square. Now children see, RQ is perpendicular to OQ and RQO is 90 degree, therefore RQ will be QS. See, here we have done. After this the step will come here. As we have proved it 90 degree, therefore we have to write it down here. Let me write it here, children, I forgot to write. RQ is equal to QS. Why? See children, why RQ is equal to QS? Because OQ is 90 perpendicular to RS. Now we proved. This angle we got 90 degree. If this angle is 90 degree and radius is perpendicular to chord, then the chord is divided into two equal parts. Remember this. This is there. The theorem is there in 9th standard. OQ is perpendicular to RS and therefore RQ will be equal to QS. So RQ will be equal to QS. Total RS is how much? 12. So let me write down RQ is equal to half of RS. Therefore half of 12 to 6. So RQ is equal to 6. And therefore we will get RQ as 6, QS is also 6. Now in place of RQ I can write down 6 square. 2x the whole square means 2 square means 4, x square is equal to 36 plus x square. Now x will come here. 4x square minus x square is equal to 36. That is 3x square is equal to 36. So x square is equal to 36 upon 3. 3 ones are 3 twos are. So x square is equal to 12. So if I remove the square root, if I remove the square, then I have to place the root. So it will be 2 into 3, 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 2 root 3. See 2 2s are 4, 3s are 12. So 2 is 2 times. It will come out of the root. And what will remain inside the root? 3 will remain inside the root. Children, see, the one which is paired will come out and the one which is unpaired will remain in 2 root 3. So we got x as 2 root 3. X value as 2 root 3. Let me rub here. So x is equal to 2 root 3. But what is radius? RO is equal to 2x and x value is 2 root 3. So 2 into x value is how much? 2 root 3. I will place 2 root 3 here, which is equal to 2 to the 4 root 3. So we got radius as 4 root 3. Therefore radius is equal to 4 root 3. We are done with the sum, children. Now question number 10, children. What does the sum say? There is a circle with the center C. There is a line touching the circle at T, and that is a tangent definitely if it is touching the circle at point T. Then there is a point A on the circle. There is another point B on the circle, and it is given that AP is perpendicular to PT. It is also given BQ is perpendicular to PQ. These are given, okay? And AB is a diameter. What is AB? AB is a diameter. And C is the center of the circle. Fine. What we need to prove, let me use another chalk, children. We need to prove that CP is equal to CQ. We need to prove that CP is equal to CQ. So how can we do that, children? If I join this, suppose if I join this and I am able to prove this triangle equal to this triangle, then I can say CP is equal to CQ. Yes. So in how can I prove this two triangle equal? One CT is equal to CT, children, common, and PT equal to TQ, we can't say, we have to prove. We can get here this CT is perpendicular to PQ because it is a tangent and it is a radius. So this angle equal to this angle, we can say. So one thing we got common and one angle we got equal, but we don't know PT is equal to TQ or not. So we can prove this also. Okay, how can we do that? Let us see. Let us start. What we need to find? We want to prove that CP is congruent to CQ. We want to prove. And what is given? I have discussed with you children what is given. Let me write. AP is perpendicular to PQ or PT. Then BQ is perpendicular to PQ. Okay. And PQ is a tangent. PQ is equal to tangent. Fine. And this I have joined construction. Fine. Let us start. Solution. You know, I need to prove this triangle equal to this triangle. I got CT equal to CT because common. This is 90 because PQ, CT is perpendicular to PQ as PQ is a tangent. But I want to prove this equal to this. Solution, children. Let us start with what is given. First point, AP is perpendicular to PT and BQ is perpendicular to PQ, and reason is given. And therefore, children, AP will be parallel to BQ. Interior angle test. Why? See, AP is perpendicular to PT, BQ is perpendicular to PQ. This is 90, this is 90. So I add 90 plus 90 is equal to 180, and therefore this line is parallel to this line. Now look for this. CT is perpendicular to PQ. Reason, PQ is tangent and CT is radius. So AP will be parallel to CT. Why? Because this is 90, this is 90, 90 plus 90 is equal to 180. So I can say AP going to be parallel to CT. Interior angle test. Okay. Now AP is parallel to BQ, first statement, and AP is parallel to CT. Can I write this is first, this is second, this is third. Now fourth statement, AP is this one, AP parallel to BQ, parallel to CT. From where we got? From first and second, from first and second. From first and second. See children, AP is parallel to BQ, AP is parallel to CT. Therefore, AP will be parallel to BQ, will be parallel to CT. All three will be parallel to one another from first and second. Now, all these three parallel lines, all these three lines are parallel to one another. So, they are making the intercepts. So, I can say APT upon TQ is equal to AC upon CB. Intercepts made by three parallel line. Three parallel lines are the intercepts made by the three parallel line. But you see children, AC is equal to CB. So I can easily cancel AC and CB. AC upon CB will be cancelled, will be equal to 1. So I will get PT upon TQ is equal to 1. TQ will go and multiply with 1 and I will get PT is equal to TQ. So I got PT equal to TQ. So I have proved that this side is equal to this side now. And now here children, we have written CT is perpendicular to PQ. So in second point, we have already got second point. So let me rub it. We want to prove that this triangle is equal to this triangle children. So one thing we got PT is equal to TQ. Let me write it as sixth point. I am rubbing it. So in triangle PTQ and CTQ, triangle CTQ, now see, we got PT is equal to TQ, PT is equal to TQ from 6. Then we know CT is equal to CT, common side of both the triangle, both triangle are touching one another. So CT is equal to CT. Now angle CTP is equal to angle CTQ is equal to 90 degree because CT is perpendicular to PQ. CT is perpendicular to PQ by tangent, which we have already proved in second. So therefore triangle PTQ is congruent to triangle CTQ. Why the triangles are congruent? See, CT is equal to CT common, PT is equal to TQ, we have already proved, and this angle is equal to this angle 90 degree. Therefore these two triangles are congruent by side angle, side test, and so CP line is congruent to CQ, congruent side of congruent triangle. Hence proved children. Question number 11th. What does the sum say children? Draw the circles with centers A, B, C. There are 3 circles with 3 centers and those centers are A, B, C and of radius 3 centimeter. Each circle's radius is 3 centimeter in such a way that the circle touch each other, in such a way that each circle touches to other 2 circle. One circle will touch the other 2 circle. See children, we have learned how the circles are touching each other. There are 2 ways of circles touching each other. One is external touching and another one is internal touching. So let us see internal touching. If A is the center of the circle and 3 centimeter is the radius of the circle, okay, then B should be the center of other circle and it should touch the circle, and it is again 3 centimeters, so B should be coming here. Again the circle will be coinciding with one another. Then C is the center, it will come here only. All the 3 circles will coincide with one another if they touch like this, because it is not mentioned here whether they are touching internally or externally. What is mentioned? Such that each circle touches the other 2 circles. Each circle touches the other 2 circles. That means it is external touching. What is it? External touching. Let us see. If I draw a circle with the 3 centimeter radius and A is the center of this circle, what about the other circle? Other circle will be also there. of the 3 centimeter radius and center is B. What is happening now? Both the circle are touching each other externally. So what is given? Such that each circle, this circle, touch the other two circle. Touch the other two circle. So now here circle with center A is touching the circle with center B. So we should also have the circle with center C. Let us draw it here with the 3 centimeter radius. If I draw a circle with center C and this radius is 3 centimeter. Now if I consider circle A, you see as per the condition circle A is touching other two circle. Circle B is touching other two circle. Circle C touching other two circle. So our condition is satisfied here. Now see, all the 3 circles are touching each other. Let us assume those points as P, Q and R. So what happens now here? See, AB is going to be AP plus PB. And why it is so? Because A, P, B are collinear. So AP is 3, PB is 3, so AB is going to be 6 centimeter. Similarly, AC. AC is AR plus RC. AR plus RC. And why? Because A, R, C are collinear. We can write. They lie in one line. And AR is 3 centimeter as it is mentioned, 3 centimeter radius. Plus RC is also 3 centimeter. So total it becomes 6 centimeter, children. AC will be 6 centimeter this side. Let us go for this. BC is going to be BQ plus QC. BQ plus QC. And why? Because BQC are collinear. BQ is 3 centimeter plus 3 which is equal to 6 centimeter. So what are we getting, children? We are getting ABC as an equilateral triangle. Therefore, triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. All the sides are equal. Equilateral triangle. And why equilateral triangle? Because AB is equal to AC is equal to BC. And we need to write it here, AB equal to BC equal to AC. Therefore, it is an equilateral triangle. And now, children, we will see how to do the construction of such circles which touch each other. Children, you can see rough diagram which now you have seen on the board. This is the circle with center A of 3 centimeter radius. This is the circle with center B of 3 centimeter radius. And this is the circle with center C of 3 centimeter radius. First, we will draw a line CB. Draw a line of 6 centimeter. See, children, so well the construction will be. This is one of the best way of doing construction, children, and I can tell you we are showing you the best. Now take 6 centimeter with the compass. As it is an equilateral triangle, all the 3 sides are equal. Yes, very good. And keep the pointer at C, give an arc. Keep the pointer at B and give an arc. You can see the arcs clearly, children. And join, mark this point as A. Join CA and CB, AB. Now, as the circles are having the center A, center C and center B, now we will be taking 3 centimeter radius. Yes, very good. Keep the pointer at one of the center, one of the point. Draw a circle. No problem. Yes. Keep the pointer at B. See, the circles are touching each other. Very good. Now keep the pointer at A. All the three circles are touching each other. So this is the way of doing construction, children, of all the three circles which touch each other. You can see I am doing little darker so that it is visible for you in the video. This is how we can do the construction, children.